The AMS range is a natural extension of the Tannoy family of loudspeakers. The very latest dual concentric technologies, 60 plus years of development in that one driver device. The Dual Concentric was launched in 1947 at the London Radio Show. It was a revolution at the time because the most natural way of producing sound was to have the high frequency and the low frequency in the same location, time aligned. And that gave the best on-axis and off-axis performance. Since then, we've developed the Monitor Gold product, the Monitor Red product, all improved iterations of the Dual Concentric, and culminating in the Dual Concentric we're using in the AMS range today.
Well, the new Dual Concentric driver is really a completely new design compared to its predecessor. It features new magnet design, we call it OMNIMAGNET, and a new waveguide, which we call the OGIVE waveguide. When we designed this new driver, having in mind very much the improved directivity, the off-axis response, and by trying to do so, moving the HF, more integral part of the dual concentric assembly, we realized that doing that, we were also improving the coherence between the two elements, the HF and the LF. And not only we could measure that with impulse responses, but also when listening to the device, we could hear better and improved blend between the two elements. Really was more natural, smoother transition between the mid and the high.
Famous studios that use the dual concentric driver go back to the very famous Trident studio back in Soho in London. Abbey Road, the most famous studio in the world, used Tannoy dual concentrics, and in that studio was recorded Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon on Lancaster monitors.
We went to a studio in New York called Axis Studios. They had Tannoys. They had both the same as I do. They had the 1200s and they had the dual 15s in the wall. And I got very used to them. I liked how the high frequency response was so smooth because of the concentric drivers. And as you can see to this day, I rely on those concentric drivers. Pretty much every record I've ever made has been mixed on Tannoys.
The advantage we have, because of the fact we have this connection with the studio world, where our products were used to mix and master the original recordings. When you're listening to products using the same technology, you're going to get the same basic experience that was devised at the time by the engineer who was producing the music. Good sound can enhance anyone's experience in the environment that they're in.
Our new AMS range has been through the most rigorous reliability test program that we've ever implemented on Tannoy products. We've focused on acoustic, mechanical and environmental testing. We've exposed our products to temperatures of -40 degrees all the way up to +85 degrees C. We've also implemented humidity tests and UV and corrosion resistance tests. The ease of installation is a key part of the design process. We have two bracket mount systems. One is our yoke bracket, which is contained in the box. Although it's a more or less conventional bracket system, what we've done is we've incorporated serrations into the yoke bracket ends, which interlock with the product enclosure, and it provides a guaranteed slip-free mechanism, especially in a horizontal orientation where some products may slip over time. We also have the variable bracket system. Our variable bracket has been designed to deliver a fast single-person install, as well as providing variable pan and tilt angles. The product is engaged into the wall bracket and provisionally secured by pushing the locking arm into the home position. Once the product orientation has been finalised, the locking screw is secured, providing safety and reliability. Our AMS products are IP65 rated. IP65 signifies that our products are dust tight and protected against low pressure water jets.
We try and use dual concentrics in all of our products where we can. On-wall products, whether it's ceiling products, whether it's the small drivers, whether it's the larger drivers, they all have the same basic sound character. We focus very much on the very top level of sound that you can provide. It's a product which will blend into any installation in which it goes.